Alright, welcome back to Lost Cuban Kitchen. I'm Yessi. Let's do some cooking. Today we're going to be doing our Cuban style black beans, Frijoles Negros. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want your black beans soaking overnight to get them a little soft, release some gases, make sure that the softness part is the big thing. You don't want them to go more than one day. We're going to let those sit while we get everything else ready. We're going to start with our sofrito, garlic, tomatoes, oregano. We're going to get that ready. So that we can mix that into our onion, peppers, and tomatoes and garlic. To make our Spanish Trinity sofrito. We're just gonna use that to get some more flavors, get some fire roasted broiled garlic and tomatoes. Really helps all right. You don't need to make any thin slices. These are going to be cooked long and slow, so just rough cut is good for today. They're going to disappear into the beans. We're going to do some thin sliced onions later when we're about 10 minutes out. Then we'll throw those guys in. All right, and we will have these yeah, so Cuban beans are going to be our staple. That's what we love. Eat them with everything, you know. Over rice by themselves, throw them into the rice, and you can make con gris. We'll make that sometime. You can make it dish and make it like a vegetarian crudité. We used to do that in our Pasadena location. It was a very popular dish. Black bean smoked crudité. We would blend it up and serve it with pickled carrots, tomatoes, or carrots, onions, and what's the other thing? We're drawing a blank. Anyway, it was a very popular and good take on the black beans. Got our onions and garlic. We're not trying to get color, we're just trying to get them to soften. We have our burner on low heat, and we had some olive oil heating up in there, so all right. Don't need to petite dice these. These two are just gonna melt away into the sauce once they get cooked for a few hours. Right now we're just trying to get some flavors. just then comes our fun little peppers. Yeah, we'll be looking good with that. All right. All right, so we'll get these bell peppers done, and then we'll be right back with the next step. All right, so we have the 2 green bell peppers in here sweating off. Things are looking good. What we're gonna do now is put the spice mixture in. It's gonna have chili powder, sazón completa, and smoked paprika, garlic powder, and Mexican oregano. Get this nice and jammy. And then we're gonna deglaze it all with our red wine. All right, we're looking good here, guys and gals. All right, we got ourselves a nice little sofrito paste. All right, let's get our bay leaves out of here. I've never been brave enough to cook them without the bay leaves. I just know Mom and Abuela, they throw bay leaves in everything, so I better do that for them. All right. These are going to be our finishers. They're going to make the things look pretty. Oh, this is not going to be a vegetarian or vegan black beans. I prefer mine with, you know, a little bit of W sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, and then most importantly, a real nice beef broth. You could use chicken if you'd like. We just happened to make beef stock the other day here, and it tastes so good, so I try to incorporate it into everything. Yeah, and I think it's perfect in black beans. You can use chicken stock, you could use veggie stock. The beef stock that we made has a ton of veggies in it and a lot of complex flavors. Let's take a look at. Ooh, look at this. This looks pretty, guys. All right, we're gonna take these guys out. All right. Yeah. All right. And it's time for our favorite guy, the mortar. Get these guys nice and all right, cool. So while that starts to heat up, we're gonna break this down into more of a little paste. Really get all these new roasted flavors activated for our black beans. And then we'll really have the sofrito and the backbone of our dish done. And then we just play a waiting game. Yeah, this is... Oh yeah. Roasted tomatoes are always such a heavenly thing. Nice and broiled. All right. Now that these are nice and mashed up, let's throw them in here. Can't mess with the garlic either. All right. All right. Well, as with most Cuban cooking, that's the difficult part. Now we're just gonna wait, bring that to a boil, drain this out, put that in there, and yeah, that's gonna be our Cuban style black beans. Aceres. All right, and we're about mid-time, so it's our mid-meal talk. The beans are looking nice and thickening. Part of our talk is gonna be noticing when you mess something up. I picked way too small of a bowl or pot, and we had to get this bad boy out. We needed to thin out the sauce, and then when the beans expanded a little bit more, yeah, it was a little bit of a disaster, but just took a little cleaning up. When you're getting beans, you can go with your regular grocery store or Walmart or whatever, but if you ever get a chance to get some premium beans, something like Rancho Gordo, that's what these are. Real nice, have a nice bite to them. You're not gonna have any rocks in the packages that you have to sort through. Yeah, they're real good bean. All of their beans, I would recommend it. That's what we used at our restaurants, Rancho Gordo. Yeah, this has been going on for about, let's say, about 2.5, 3 hours now. Probably got another 2 hours left. I've been adding some more beef stock as needed when it gets a little bit too low. You never want it to start boiling. You don't want to destroy the integrity of all the beans and everything. Yeah, we're doing well. So hopefully these beans can make Rhett nice and proud. I know he's a bean fanatic, and maybe one day they'll make these beans for him. Some Cuban style beans on Good Mythical Morning. All right. Well, once we finish up, we'll get these peppers diced up, tomato, make it look pretty. But we're waiting on the beans. You gotta wait on those beans. You know, you gotta be a real good bean flicker, you know. All right, guys. We'll see you in probably about 2 hours. Yeah. All right, and it's been a little while. We're in the final little bits. We're gonna slice up these bell peppers and tomatoes and make this look like some good tasty beans. They're already tasty. These weren't the biggest bell peppers, but you know, it's not always bell pepper season in Iowa. So when you cut it this way, it just makes life a lot easier. You get to save more of the bell pepper. And you can make more uniform cuts when you do it all in one sheet. You can really blaze through cutting all your bell peppers. And then for our tomatoes, just gonna dice them up. Nothing. Don't need to get them extra fine or anything. They're just gonna soak in but not deteriorate like all the other tomatoes in the broth. We're gonna want them visible in those ooh, that was nice and hot. Alright. That looks good. Ooh, look at how you don't want it to be too thick. We're not trying to make a potaje here. And then you'll know when these are ready when they can easily be crushed like that. When you can just real simply just hit them with your spoon and they open up. That's how you know they're done for our sort of purpose of black beans. All right, we're doing well on time. The beans are looking great, and yeah, they're gonna be a staple at any party that you go to down in Miami, or when you're around a bunch of island boys. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, and we have ourselves our serving of black beans. I'm just trying to finish these guys off, and oh yeah, I could eat black beans all day, every day. That's a little hot for you to see, but so I think now we know where in the world did these international black beans come from. Cuba. All right, guys, thanks for everything. I'll see you around, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys.